in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, it's on Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out, and he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So here the Panthers set to take over for the first time, and Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
Bryce Young, the quarterback out of Alabama with a Heisman Trophy in his hip pocket, is the new face of Carolina football. 80 touchdowns, just 12 picks in his college career for the Crimson Tide. He may be a little small in terms of size, but potential, massive.
Young wasting no time, right to the air. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. You look at this Bears defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 3rd and 3. Young now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Let's go now.
A play fake. Now Young. Escaping the pressure right. The 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Ready?
Young off the bootleg. Touchdown Panthers. Ian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. Leading them out, someone who threw for over 17,000 yards at Division II Shepherd University. Now trying his skills at the NFL level. Rookie Tyson Bagent.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Carolina defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A quick reaction as he catches it off the tip. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings us second and 5.
And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. Is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Young will set to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Carolina! Adam Thielen, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You've just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And this will be a Bears 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Let's go now.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
On second down, Johnson. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So here's a 3rd and 14. On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here.
Ready.
Now a first down throw for Young. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo.
Complete to Jonathan Mingo. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bears' 21-yard line.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Got it.
Young to throw it. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Young on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Maurice Hurst gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Onto the field now come the Bears. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They'll go with a big back foot in. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Throwing, Young. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hubbard. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Opposite, green, yellow, one.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Ready?
Out of the gun, it's Young. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Up the middle, Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
They need to block in the back. Offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Frank Reich not so sure about that last call. He's going to go ahead and throw out the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Here's 2nd and 7. A handoff for Herbert. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Khalil Herbert, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are back within a score. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Matt Eberflus is going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Young on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Black one. Switch, yellow, blue, check.
They go play action. Young. And a quick throw there is incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll toss this right side to Hubbard. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The kick by Pinheiro is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Young, short throw underneath to Hurst, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Come on, set.
And the Panthers first down.
Now Young. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Okay, ready?
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Well, the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And Lewis has it, the tight end. So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. That'll be caught. It's Scott. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Lots of great matchups to come this weekend. Starting out in Germany, the final international game of the year. Colts, Patriots from Frankfurt. Out on the West Coast, more good stuff in the late afternoon as we'll be watching the game at SoFi Stadium. Well, it will be the Chargers taking on the Detroit Lions. Lastly, on Monday Night Football, we finish off Week 10 with a good one in the AFC. Broncos and Bills from Buffalo. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon God.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. So out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And nothing. Immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, like linebacker, you're counting on your front three, your front four, four, five, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
They go play action here on first down. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense. And he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Bears moving with another catch. Touchdown, Bears! Terrell moving. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate. Save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And this taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 85 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they block well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Young. His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Ready?
Now Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. And sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
That throw by Young incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
after that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
A give up the middle. Hubbard. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing. Young. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now here's Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set him up with a 1st and goal.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Hubbard looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think the 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. That was a huge play on 3rd down, so now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. This is up and good from Pinheiro. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Automatic 1st down.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Blue check. Smith red. Check white.
They'll look to run with Hubbard. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just 1 play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bears now ready to take over again. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting 2nd half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lewis. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 2.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Second down.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Here's a give to Herbert. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This now a 3rd and 4. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 131 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Calling no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust?
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man, it's Scott. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Let's go. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away, offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield, and you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down.
For the Bears field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. When you talk about clutch, that one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Young. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Ready, set. Ready.
Young now from the 50. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. Pressure, and he's taken down. The Bears sack. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Got to give their offensive coordinator credit there. He got right into the head of the defensive coordinator because right on the heels of the sack on second down, he figured they were going to come at him hard again. And so he went ahead and hit what a brilliant call. Screen pass works well enough. They're able to pick up a first down. That's one way to keep that defense at bay.
Green, yellow, one.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. Young to throw it. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Right back to Hubbard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So now the Bears down by 7. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 29-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Second and 4. He's got Johnson, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
Ball start. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Defense.
So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
He's back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Well, on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Here we go. Set.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. On third down, here's a run by Hubbard. Flights through and now a crease. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they